segue into the first segment today, which is Ashton Hall's morning routine. I'm really excited to tell you about. So I already asked Bayleigh if she knew about this, and she does not.
I do not.
So we all get to watch this together. I'm going to screen share, and we will, so everyone we can all enjoy Ashton Hall's morning routine together. Okay, let's get ready to watch this. Let me know if you can hear.
Oh, okay. I didn't know the name. I've heard a lot about it.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So far, so good. The Saratoga water is hilarious.
Preaching about the arrival of Christ.
That's my favorite part. The lemon water. The lemon water. All right. We could break it there just to discuss. I actually can't figure out how to stop presenting. There we go. I did it. Now I got the sound. Hold on. Yeah. Okay. So what do you think? What?
I have seen stuff about it. I didn't know the name off the top of my head. I saw one of my favorite takes about it, but I'll let you go first about it.
My favorite part is the Saratoga Springs water with the lemons. That part is just so hilarious to me. That makes me laugh like I can't even believe. And I think that he's an influencer, right? Like he knows what he's doing. He's staged. I mean, I do the same thing. If I'm setting up my shot or whatever, like if I'm doing a story where I film myself taking pre-workout, you know what I mean? There's like this kind of performative moment where
it is fabricated. Like it like at least in the way that he's doing his style of like influencer videos, like I mean, and I think the best way to go about it is like admitting like we know that it's fabricated. Like we all know that. Like everyone knows that you have to set up the camera to record yourself. I hate that, like, oh, you set up the camera to do this? Yeah, he did. Like, that's what he's doing. Like, and you're still going to eat it up. Like, you still watch this video too. But I think one of my favorite takes about it was that, like, he's coming out here, like, saying, like, oh, like, all the power to you. You get up early. You're getting all this work in. But, like, not this video specifically, because I haven't really seen him on my actual feed, but I guess, like, his wife, girlfriend, or significant other is like bringing him his breakfast or like bringing him, like, brought him the shoes and stuff. And it's like, well, like, it's not really all the power to you when, like, you're not really doing it yourself. Like, you're not the one getting up, making your breakfast every morning. Like, someone's doing it for you. So I thought that was an interesting take. Like
he has
an assistant almost, you know, rather than.
Yeah, his routine is absurdly luxurious. I mean, it's filled with just kind of like signaling that this guy's got tons of cheese. He's in this like beautiful place, and just the idea of like that you have to have only the finest glass bottle water, to dip your face in, and that your face, you know, like, I mean, I don't know. There's value in the cold plunge and all that stuff. Like, I'm not hating altogether, but there's parts of it that are just so absurd, the way that he portrays it. But I mean, you know, I'm a big routine guy, and there's parts of the routine that he does that I do think are valuable parts of the routine. But to me, like, you know, it was very obviously like a performance.
Yeah.
You know, so
like I highly doubt that was even in the morning. That was probably at night. It was just for that TikTok. It had nothing to do with his actual morning. Like, that's what's unfortunate about the way that, like, remember when TikTok first went down or was about to go down and people were coming out with their secrets, like XYZ, I never actually drank the coffee. I never actually did the workouts. Like, that's what it's like slowly evolving to, because people want to see these picture perfect lives rather than like, oh, I accidentally forgot to cut off the ending of me picking up my camera and moving it. You know what I mean? Like it's gotten to a point of where like these aren't actually people just like recording as they're living their life. They're now scheduling their life to record and like not actually showing their real day-to-day life because you want it to be so picture perfect. You want it to be so aesthetically pleasing. And so like it's kind of hard because no one's life is actually like aesthetically pleasing day to day, minute to minute, you know. So we're working away from like the natural influencing and more fabricated.
Yeah, and I think there's been an ebb and flow like since the beginning of influencer stuff. There's been this like kind of like YouTube was started with like these like really kind of like raw videos, and then it got like really produced. And
yeah, I agree.
Back to like a more raw look, and then kind of got overproduced again. And I definitely feel like that's happening with vertical content as well. It's kind of a similar ebb and flow where, you know, sometimes there's like this big influx of like quality, and these like really good filmmakers with, I think, low quality tools that are like creating these like most of what he made, most of that video could have been made via a phone.
Yeah.
And potentially, although I think he pretty clearly has some lights and stuff like that. He has
absolutely
lighting in his
house.
That's
like a full production.
Yeah, it looks like a pretty full on production. But you know, the idea that he like, it's possible that he does a lot of that stuff every day. Maybe he does it most days, you know. But like the whole morning routine video is you are always doing that on your best day. Like if a few times like I've considered for my own Instagram or something doing a day in the life, and if I'm going to do a day in the life, I'm not going to do it on a day when I'm sitting at the computer all day.
Exactly. Yeah.
I'm going to do it on a day where, you know, because a lot of my days are just sitting here, like writing emails and stuff, you know, like most of my day isn't doing anything interesting. So that doesn't make for a very good video. So I'm not going to do the day in the life. And it's just a 12-hour time lapse of me staring at
your, yeah, exactly.
that would be kind of dumb. So, I mean, I think, you know, this is like the best morning routine. My favorite takes on it, you know, people joking about it. But I do think there's been a lot of like really good takes on it, but I overall, like I love the random plug for Saratoga spring water is, I think, hilarious. And I don't think they even sponsored it. I think it was just like you know, I always wonder when you go back, it's like, was it like, did they tell him to do that? Or was that like something that came up in a branding conversation with him? Because it's possible that he like got sponsored. Now it's not listed as an ad, but they don't ever, they don't always list when they're ads anyways.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, they're supposed to, but they don't always. I just wonder, I wonder about that kind of stuff. Was that a accidental placement? Was that on purpose? Who knows?
Probably on purpose. Well, if he isn't sponsored by them, it's probably intentional by him in hopes to get it.
Yeah.
You know, trying to like put it in front of their face, like, hey,
yeah,
I just got you all these views. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of, sorry, go ahead.
No, you go first.
I'm trying to think of the brand, but I just came across this video the other day of this lady who was saying last week she posted a video about XYZ brand, came out and said this isn't sponsored, but was saying how much she loved the product, how great it was for her. The brand, and it went viral. The brand then reached out to her and was like, hey, we'd like to pay you for this video and make it an advertising video and like put it on our page. So I thought that was really special. Like a lot of the times, like brands will like see themselves go viral and then go find someone new, but rather than like this brand recognize like this is who brought all the attention to us, even though it's after the fact, they still like recognize all the efforts that went into her exposure of the brand. So I thought that was really cool, but I can't remember the brand, unfortunately. Can't give them props.
So here's something kind of interesting. So I just looked up. It's not like the most. It's not like the best data because this is still kind of a fairly new trend. But so since all right. So I pulled up Google Trends. This is the past 12 months for the term Saratoga spring water, and you can see there's just nothing. And then over this past
Weeks.
6 days, all of a sudden
That's crazy.
Has partial data. So I bet you this spike is infinitely more than that because it's just so recent. But that's kind of funny. I don't know. Let's see what the past 7 days looks like. Yeah, like basically spikes every day. Interesting. Haha.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's cool for them. Cool for the good people over at Saratoga Springwater. If they got some free marketing, if it was good, maybe just good influencer marketing, that is also possible. Because that's what there was a point I meant to make a second ago was if you're doing an influencer campaign, it's like it's like game got to respect game, because if it is an influencer campaign, it was really smart. And the reason it was really smart was not because of the morning routine, not because of who they picked, but because they picked absurdities inside of the morning routine to help make it go viral. Like the idea, like him putting the lemons in the water is very obviously like egregious. That's just
exactly.
Like you don't need lemon water. I've never heard anyone talk about the value of lemon water, using a lemon water plunge instead.
Yeah.
First of all, it feels like it would burn the shit out of your eyes.
Probably.
Hurt like right away. But the idea of like, adding lemons to it, and then all of the other absurdities, he has this like pristine journal and like, all of these like little things, him breaking the bottle, all that kind of stuff is like, is just like, that was really well done influencer marketing. All right, let's shake that one off and jump into the next one.